say Happy Halloween?
Yeah.
All right. Early Happy Halloween. Did you see Bruce Smith take a page out of your book?
I mean, of course. He shouted me out. And then, well, I texted him, laughed about it. He said, keep hunting, loving what you're doing. And, man, I got a long way to go. But it goes right on the bulletin board.
What did you think of his setup?
You know, he didn't have to go over the top like that on me. I was just like trying to get some motivation for the season, put a couple guys that I got or want to get. He put everybody. We know you got like 150 guys in there. You don't have to flex on us like that.
Will you be home for trick or treat?
Will I be home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. In costume? Yeah, I will.
What? Can you tell us?
Yeah, depends. I got 2 costumes. I got to decide which one I'm gonna go with.
You wearing one tomorrow?
You coming dressed for the game?
Yeah, I think so.
Go ahead.
I was going back and forth about that when I come dressed for the game.
You can wear both of them, one afterward and one.
Nah, that's too much effort. After the game, I'll probably be in some normal street clothes going to the game.
Well, I'm thinking at home you can wear the other one.
See, now you're thinking.
Hey, so you referenced it after the game the other night. Just you're being held on a lot of plays. Is there anything you can do to combat that, Myles, or do you just hope that they're going to start seeing it more and calling it more?
Just gotta win. I know. Once you're like at the higher tier, I know AD deals with it. I know TJ deals with it. Khalil deals with it. So I gotta do the same thing. I gotta find a way to win.
I know you've played against TJ and the Steelers a bunch of times, but do you think of this as a chance to show that you're the best edge rusher in the league?
I think it's in my mind and it's in his. You know, we both want to be as productive as we can for our team, but you know that we want to be the best defensive players on the field at any given time. So as long as we share the field, we want to be dominating more than the other person. Oh, perfect.
Myles, I know you tweeted a joke about this, but are the short sleeves really retired for the time being?
Done.
For real? Like done?
Out of here.
What do you, like, what goes through your mind at this point when you get those texts about the random drug tests?
Nobody else like this? Nobody else Khalil never wears sleeves. I know he's not testing 4 times out of like 5 games. So, it's kind of as a joke, but it's like, I think long sleeve Myles is a better rusher anyway.
And last question is drug testing. Have you thought about like talking to a union rep or anything, or is it not that serious in your mind yet? I guess just your thought process on that.
Now, if I get one after this game, then I have to talk to the union rep. But if they cool down, no need. They just wanted to make sure I was human, and that's okay.
9.5 sacks as we get to the halfway point. Do you have a number in mind that you'd share?
Did I share? Man, 20 plus. That's the goal.
That's long been your goal, right?
The record's been my goal. But if you're going out there, you're making an impact, being disruptive, and you have 20 plus sacks, and I add some forced fumbles to it, then I'm gonna help my team win, and that's what it's all about.
I know it's a week away, but I got to right ahead, so I got to ask you. Next week you'll play against Larry for the first time. You guys were close, so can you speak to who he is as a player and a person? I know you guys have been through a lot together.
Larry's balling. Larry's having a great year. I'm glad to see it. He's adjusting well, and man, I know he's wishing me well. I've talked to him a little bit here and there, and just glad to see that he's gone over there. He's happy. He's doing what he does best, and that's be productive in that middle.
Were you guys close from the start here?
Depends. I remember we shared an apartment, not an apartment, but a hotel room when we first came here, and he was sitting waiting in the main room watching TV. He was waiting for me to get in, and I went inside, and I saw him. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I dapped him up. I looked at the 2 rooms. I looked at the bigger room. I didn't see anything in there, so I dropped my stuff down. He was like, "We're not gonna flip any coin or anything." I was like, "For what? I'm already here now. My stuff's unpacked." So that was my first memory of Larry. But he'll laugh if you ask him about it.
Did you see any of the game Sunday? I mean, he was like crazy right out of the gate. I mean, do you almost feel like he's coming into his own?
I think he is. I think he's comfortable with what they're asking of him, and they know he can wreak havoc in the middle. So they're basically just telling him, go do your thing, and there's not a lot of people better, when he's on a tear like that.
Just for the start of the AFC North schedule, do you feel like you guys are ready for that tough, physical
Yeah,
grind?
I think AFC North is one of the toughest divisions there is. So I think when we get through here and we come out on top, then I think we're ready for anything.
Steelers fans jump in your social media mentions. You paying attention to that?
I don't really even check Twitter or Instagram like that. So if they do, they talk to themselves at this point.
Has it always been that way, or have you just kind of grown to that be your policy?
It's really always been that way. It's not even like me picking on Steelers fans. It's just really any fans. I try to talk to my Browns fans a little bit, but anybody else, really not paying attention to that. Got my own place to be and things to do.
I probably should have looked before I asked you that, but that just popped in my head. So, I know you've said a million times you've moved on from what happened, but I just figured they hadn't. So I just wanted to ask just in case.
That's all new. It's been a couple of years since then. Growing as people, growing as men. Got to move past that. Grow up.
Could be the last time Ben plays in Cleveland. Do you want to get him a couple times?
Hell, I have to send him off, right? If it is. But he's left a huge legacy in Pittsburgh and here. So I got to make sure that he doesn't leave with a win. But got to respect what he's done and the greatness that he's had on the football field.